Hello. Alright. First stream time for this. Just as a reminder, this is going to be happening every week from now on for as long as I can muster and as frequently as I can muster. So unless there's some kind of other issue popping up, it'll be happening now every week. I'll always be working on Kandria in some fashion. Sometimes I might be doing some pixel artwork that needs to be done, sometimes some level design, sometimes some coding, but probably most of the time some coding stuff. I won't be doing any of the other things that I usually need to do, like marketing and team stuff. So, yeah. Just content, I suppose. Alright. So, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do for today, because there was no, like, obvious thing that, like, was easy as an introduction into what I'm working on right now. But I think there's at least one thing that I can sort of segment out. So let me just boot up the game real quick. Oh shit, I forgot TTS. Sorry about that. Let me fix that. Okay, TTS should be up. Alright, so one of the things I've been working on recently is a tutorial area. Let's just quickly go there. Tutorial area should be over here. So I've just been blocking this out. No textures or anything yet. And I still need to make some adjustments in how it plays and all of that, but it's here for a first draft. So the point of the tutorial area is both to serve as an introduction to the game and sort of also explain you the controls. So for instance, here it teaches you to jump. Here it teaches you to climb. All of that fun stuff. Here it teaches you about rope climbing. And here is where it teaches you to dash. Now, these question marks are just placeholders, but the point of this is supposed to be that because in the beginning of the game you're discovered by Catherine, and she leads you through this tutorial area back up. And so once you arrive here, the idea is that you're stopped briefly and you watch a cutscene of her walking over these things. And as she does that, they drop down like this. And now you have a problem because you can't actually reach that with jumping. And so this section is supposed to teach you how to dash to get over it. There is a system in place to do this. So it tells you to jump, and then it slows down to press shift. Once you do, it goes back up to full speed. And that way, it's supposed to teach you how to do things. I have no idea if this is actually going to work well or not. So that's just like my current idea. We're going to have to do some play testing somehow with people that haven't played the game before to see whether that works at all. But right now, there's a different problem. So the cutscene that I talked about where Catherine walks over this stuff, we currently don't have a cutscene system at all. Everything is done through quests and movement AI. And I'm not sure that I want to commit to doing a full cutscene thingy yet, where you can like control character movements and make them move and stuff. So what I thought I would do instead is teach the AI how to move across these platforms. Though actually, maybe it would be better to just start working on a cutscene system. I don't know. We're gonna need a cutscene system anyway. I just don't know if I should embark on that quite yet.
You're doing a great job. A great job.
Stop it. Yeah. Because initially the idea was for these platforms to only really be used for like sections where the player would traverse without any NPCs falling. So it didn't really matter that I didn't know what to do with it. I could try to teach it to walk across them, but now I'm not so sure because having a cutscene system would both be technically
What will
easier.
need less fixing?
That's hard to answer. The cutscene system is definitely more involved in that it needs to be able to do much more. But it's also because it's not AI based, it's also just less finicky. So I don't know. Let me just, while I ponder on that, let me just talk to you about how the movement AI works and how I was thinking of making it work with this as well. So if I select a player, I can switch to the movement tool, which lets me calculate where it will go. Or it should anyway. Why is it not doing it? What the fuck? That's weird. Did I break that tool? Not to trace. No, it's doing it. So what's the problem? Just not... Why is it not having any... Is this junk just not? No, it does have that. Okay, weird. So, okay, let me just explain it this way, I suppose. So all of these lines that you can see here, it's kind of noisy and annoying, but the lines kind of visualize the ways the AI knows to move. So for instance, here, it knows it can move just by walking along these green lines. It knows it can climb along these orange lines. It knows it can drop down along these blue lines. And it knows it can jump along these red lines here. So right now, it just doesn't see these blocks at all. And if I told it to like move from here to here, from right to left, it would just think, oh shit, I guess I have to like drop down and then drop down here. And from there, it doesn't know how to connect up here because there's no path going there. So it wouldn't be able to actually do that at all. Which is good, because we don't want it to be able to do impossible stuff. But on the other hand, obviously, while these blocks are still up there, it should still be able to move across them. And so, one way we could do this is when it computes these lines here, it could look at these blocks and say, okay, I can just create a green line from the right side of it to the left side of it, and then only enable that line while the block is still in its original position, while it hasn't fallen down. And that would fix part of the problem. It would let them move across it, at least in the beginning, but it would introduce new problems. So once the block has fallen down, of course, if it now, for whatever reason, had to move down here, it would get confused because the block is now blocking this path here, and they wouldn't know how to, deal with that anymore. So we will need to introduce additional logic to change this mesh on the fly, or introduce additional lines that are only active once it's down here. And yeah, it's a mess. The initial fix that I proposed, where it's just making movement lines here, would work enough for the purposes of the tutorial. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I also need to deal with this stuff at some point. Like, if I cross here, watch in the bottom right corner. You see that? While it transitions, this gray area here, where there's nothing, I need to somehow deal with that at some point. It's kind of a pain in the ass to make sure that the blocks only transition in ways where the camera can't clip outside of it. I'm gonna have to figure that out at some point. I thought it is possible to jump from left wall and re-grab right or left wall? What are you talking about? God damn. Moving platforms are also hopelessly broken right now. No, you... come from left wall and re-grab right or left wall. Not without dashing. At least I can't seem to do it. Because you don't have the enough air control to turn around. This section is also kind of problematic here. It's supposed to teach you that you can updash by having the rope fall down. These rope physics are not great. Dropping down. I'm also concerned that this tutorial area is just too long. The beginning of the game is really, really important, that it's not putting people off. And I'm concerned that this section might be a bit too boring for too long. So I don't know. Seems hard but possible. I don't know. Doesn't seem possible to me. Anyway, I think I'm gonna start building a cutscene tool.
Got to make the most fun tutorial ever so it doesn't feel like a tutorial.
I feel like that's like for certain things it's almost impossible. Like if we assume people that play this already kind of know how to do platforming, then these first things, like I don't need to teach them. Maybe the climbing I do, but certainly not how to jump. But still, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the first, like, quest that's in the demo already serves as a bit of a tutorial, but it doesn't explain the controls. It just, like, introduces you to actually exploring and, going around on your own. Yeah, I can do it with 2 blocks, but there's an overhang of 3 there. But empty space. As far as I remember in Celeste, they have, and they just make artificial room that are filled with something to provide transition spaces. I thought that they had a margin on the block, on the chunks. I don't quite remember, but I thought they had like, so the camera is snapped to chunk boundaries right here. And I thought they had a system where each chunk could have a margin where the camera is snapped to rather than the actual chunk edges. But yeah, you could just add another chunk to fill that in, I guess. But yeah, it's one of those problems where it feels like there should be an automated solution for it. But yeah, I don't know. Right, okay, so cutscene tool, how do we do that? Oh boy. Let's start by documenting stuff. Probably won't get very far with this tonight, because I only have, well, a little over 1.5 hours, but should I work on this or should I work on something else? I don't know. I don't know. You could also make an editor palette or something like that. I don't know. That would definitely be easier to do. But whoa, stop it. There's a weird thing where sometimes these draggers here, for whatever reason, I don't understand why, but they can't be focused anymore. I don't know why. It's so bizarre. It's fine now, and then suddenly it isn't. They can't. So weird. So weird. Like, I can't select anything here anymore. In here. What the fuck? Throw a penny, you'll know which side you wish it'll land. Yeah, I know that trick. Ah, I hate these UI problems. Ah. Why are some things selectable and others are not? So strange. I don't want to work on UI stuff right now. Fuck that. Oh dear. Have any of you watched the editor video yet? I know it was only like, I only put it up yesterday, so not much time has passed, but I don't know. Maybe someone else has as little to do as I do. Also, I only realized way too late, but for whatever reason, the climbing animation is reversed in the 011 release. I don't know when that happened or why it would have happened, but yeah. Ah, dear me. Alright, enough playing around. Let's start hammering this out. So,
Oh dear.
skipped it till I'll be able to touch the editor. Okay. Is your computer still busted then? I had to leave when watching it, so I didn't finish it. Alright. How far in did you get? Approximately. Like, I don't need to... I wouldn't even know what an exact timestamp correlates to in the video. Making that was a pain in the ass, because every time I made a take, I forgot stuff to say. And then once I was done with one where I did remember to say everything, I realized, oh, it's probably not very fun to watch this if I don't make a level that actually looks like anything. And so I had to redo it again. AliExpress promised me the screen will arrive before the 23rd of June. Well, I don't know. I don't know how AliExpress is in your country, but in mine, shipment is so erratic. Some stuff takes half a year and others like 2 weeks. What they call agile development. I don't even... Oh, alright. Okay, cutscene system. What do we need it to do? So we needed to stop player input. The player can't move around during the cutscene. That's easy enough. And then we need a timeline of things to happen. Move character to point. Using the AI, I guess. Move character or set character velocity. Do we want a timeline every time? We probably want to be able to either control it via time so that it starts at a certain time within the cutscene, or once the character arrives at a certain point in space. Sorry. I need to make a mute button because I don't have one on my mic anymore.
Gesundheit.
What else do we need it to do? I guess, like, instead of set the velocity, start an action, which should be abstract, so something like move left, right, jump, drop down, start animation. Stop, wait, set state, normal, start an interaction. Okay. So this seems like comprehensive in the things you might want to do usually, or I guess like camera control. Right, that's another one. And then maybe like fading. Okay. My issue right now thinking about this is about the timeline part of it, because like just having things that should happen at specific points in time and then just having them play back like that's easy to implement, but it sounds like a gigantic pain in the ass to actually write anything in that, because you know, you would have to like test how long it takes for a character to move there and then put that timestamp in. And then if you change something about the level, or you want to change something before in the sequence, you would have to adjust all of those timestamps and like do it again, and it just sounds horrendous. So I'd rather not do that. Still, sometimes having like delays is good to have, so you can time things for impact. I guess we would need, rather than a timeline, like a sequence of triggers, sort of. Or like conditions, and once the condition hits, it's like executes that action and then skips ahead to the next one. Which is actually exactly how the quest system works as well. So each quest has like a sequence of, or a set of tasks that are active. Each task has a condition. Once the condition is fulfilled, it marks the task as complete, and then starts the task stat, that task spawns on completion. And then it just does that until there's no more tasks left. And once that's done, the quest is marked as complete. So it's very similar in that potentially we could even reuse that same system. It's a bit bulky because it needs to have support for like titles and descriptions and stuff, but essentially it's the same thing. No, I'm gonna make a separate system. I don't want to mess with that. Yeah, I don't want to squeeze that in. It could be done, but especially for stuff like a timing trigger that like completes a task after a certain amount of time has passed, that's not something it can do right now. Not... Well, it can, because you can execute arbitrary Lisp code, but not without it being a pain in the ass, so... Yeah, no, I'm gonna make a custom system for that. That sounds better. Okay. Checklist. So, alright. Okay. Right. So let's see what that would look like if we actually wrote an example out. So define scene 2. I guess the initial state is another issue. We need to make sure that the characters are always in like a known place at the start of it. So would have to be I guess the first thing is always a condition that needs to be met for this to be executed. Or or a condition for it to be... No. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So let's say so let's just assume that teleport stuff is like smart enough to only do it if they're too far away or something like that. And then like we wait a second. What did I call that stuff in this? Yeah, intro. I think I had a function for that already. Or not. Oh. Etc. Doesn't really matter, honestly. Maybe we should just do it like this. Okay. It seems... No, wait, that doesn't... The way I wrote this, that doesn't work at all. Okay. That's fine. Just... do it like this. Okay, so that will be how the cutscene for the dash will kind of work. So once the cutscene is triggered, let's just call this dash. So once it's triggered, this one immediately applies, so Catherine just starts moving left. Okay. Once Catherine is nearby to screen dash complete, marker stops, and the dash interaction starts, which probably just says something like, "Oh no, can you get over here somehow," or whatever. And then that also doesn't work because we need to. Yeah, what else? It would be easier if we could selectively give the player control back so that they so that we don't have to like split things across a lot of different cutscene parts. So we would have to regain control or something like that. Hmm. I'm rethinking whether to do this with a quest or not. This entire thing is kind of like a quest part. I guess no. No, let's not do that. Let's instead have this be part of a quest. So we would have something like define task, Kandria Dev, condition complete. Right off that. Okay. Yeah, I like that a lot better. So this way we can do sort of more fine-grained control like this, where it automatically places a sequence of events, and then we can embed it within a larger quest structure, where it just starts this cutscene and then completes the task or whatever once the cutscene is done. Or actually, no, that shouldn't be this. That should be like nearby P green dash 8. That should be like this. Okay. Yeah, I like that a lot better. I'm guessing using this though, most cutscenes are gonna be very short. Okay. Alright. Hold on. I gotta go get a drink. Okay. Alright, so now that we know what this about looks like, the only real support that we need is... we already have this as sort of generic instructions, so we don't need that. We do need this stuff. That's new. That's easy. We already have that as well. And that, I guess. So we only need this stuff as part of like specific consequences. At least for AI entities, we need a new state where they're sort of controlled. Or should that be? No. Probably also want to be able to move the player, so that shouldn't be on AI entity, but rather on maybe on this stuff. Yeah, put on this stuff. Probably squeeze it in here somehow. Yeah, probably gonna make a new node type to simulate that movement. Or something. Hey man, buy me a font. What? Yeah, I can probably put that stuff in here so that controlling movement specifically will just be like injecting a fake path, and then clearing that is just clearing the path out. Yeah, that should work. Okay. All right. So we don't need any of this other stuff. We need to be able to inhibit player input. So for that, I guess we can add a node that just makes him wait. Kinda dumb. What is it? Hold on, we have the target. Is the target used anywhere? Only in those spaces. Okay. What? Okay, yeah, I can do that real quick. Make fake notes. Uh, I really don't like that it always automatically creates a copier and a predicate. Does that even work, not having it a constructor? What do I even call this? I don't even need types for this, honestly. Why am I doing all this? This is overcomplicated for no reason. Just use fucking... And just use EQL statements here. Yeah, let's do that. So we always want to clear it at no time. And then we just do an E case. I guess the animation part is the most troublesome, because there's not... The way the system is set up, there's currently not an easy way to always check whether an animation has simply completed or not. There is a method that acts as a callback when it does, but hooking into that isn't easy. What is the jump strength stuff? I forget. Range, jump. That's the max. Where am I? Oh god, okay. Wait, what was it? Oh god, I already forgot. Oh, there it is. Okay. And this needs to be that direction. What is the movement speed? Okay. Okay. So this should allow me to reuse this path system to just move entities. Let's test that out real quick. Start it up. Okay, so now if I path some random bullshit, move left. Oh, needs to be walk. Yep, alright. Nice. And during this, the player has no control. Almost. Oh boy. Okay. Good thing I caught that. Alright, that's another book. Sick. Alright. Player. Does it also disturb stuff if I... Like, yeah. All of that fucks it up. Alright, so I gotta make sure those trigger things don't actually do anything. Traction door. Where's the handle? Yeah. The state system in Kandria is such a mess. I hate it. I really do. It's really bad. Man. Someday I might I was gonna say that maybe someday I'm gonna fix it to be less bad, but at this point, don't think so. Don't know why it's complaining about that, because it's not true. The complaint is not true. It's not true. I don't understand that. Because it is defined. So weird. Right. What's so bad about it? It's a whole fucking mess of stuff. Because like when there's different kinds of state controls all over the place. So that, for instance, the state variable in the player case, it controls whether you're climbing, crawling, normal, animated, dying, or dashing. But then there's the separate thing where you're actually in like being controlled to move somewhere with this pathing system, and in that case the state variable can still be any one of those other states I already mentioned, but in addition you have this separate path variable that controls state, kind of. And for AIs it's even worse because you have both a state and an AI state that are separate and can do other stuff, and it's just I really hate it. It's very confusing. Also, hello. Is that you, Toby? Going all right. Just messing around, trying to figure out how to do a cutscene system and stuff. You, Mike, sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. We had a discussion on the Discord some months back about that, and yeah, I'm really happy with this one. It sounds so much better. Right. Okay. So repurposing the system works fine. So now I can also make them like jump. Jump. Oh wait. Oops. All right. Ah, fuck off. Boink, boink, boink. Nice. Sick. All right. That's cool. That's one part of this system done. All right, so we have this stuff, we have this, we have that, we have that. Do we have that? Do we have that conveniently? I don't know. Let's check here. Global Brablex and no. I think we do. Yeah, we do. If it's just this, then it makes a stub intro. Right. Okay. Wait. What was that? What is the target? No, it's just ignored. Okay. Right. I can probably add a thing here to do that more easily. Oh god, Emacs, please. Sometimes Emacs just completely freezes up for me unless I switch away from the window and back again. I don't know what that is. Just noticed a problem on how to... So, in this, I have the snippet here, like start interaction, the dash. The way stuff is organized right now, it's that you have sort of a hierarchy of quests and... Okay, you have the hierarchy of a storyline, and the storyline has multiple quests. Each quest has multiple tasks, and each task has multiple triggers. And triggers can either be just stuff that happens or an interaction that is played. But because of this ordering, this hierarchy, it means that you can have multiple interactions that have the same name, but there's no problem because they're like named within the task, and the task is named within the quest, and so forth. So it's always local to that task or quest. But here, because the cutscene is separate, we would need to specify the full path of the interaction, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, well. Stop doing that. I hate it. This is terrible. It's absolutely horrible. Do I have a... I don't think I have a... I forget how this works exactly. Not like that. Stop typing the wrong thing. Holy fuck. If this is the right thing. Find trigger. Yes. Kind of. Okay. That should be good. Start it to make sure. Yes. Good. Okay. So that part is complete. Interaction, camera control, we do have that. Think, fading, that's fine. Player input is also trivial to remove. Okay, so hold on, we're just gonna do that with No. Okay. Commit that. Fuck. Okay. Right. So now what we need is something like that. And then we would have something like this. Whoa. Right. Okay, so now we need to worry about how to transform this stuff into actual code. The rest that I've written here already works as is, so that's good. Just need this. Well, except that part also doesn't work. How am I best gonna do this? By the way, Toby, have you still been working on your stuff a bit? Or are you still on break from that? Oh, also, oh, that's cool. Yeah, nice. Still using Godot, nice. Also, Florian is coming for a barbecue on Tuesday evening, around 6 o'clock. If you want to join in, I'm sure we'd still have space in the garden and stuff. I know you live a bit out of town, so I don't know. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm vaccinated. Okay. Yeah, me neither. I only have the first shot. I think Florian had his second. Getting my first shot tomorrow. Okay, cool. Yeah, from my side, it's no problem. We'll be in the garden anyway, where there's plenty of air and space, so I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I think we just settled for 6 o'clock at my place. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you need me to buy anything for the grill, just let me know, or bring it yourself. Either way works. Right, okay. I am still thinking about whether it wouldn't be better to make this cutscene stuff, because seeing it like this as part of this quest structure, it almost feels like it has to be part of like this stuff. It almost feels like it should be a custom, like task or trigger type or something. I don't know. Because this is pretty much equivalent to writing something like this. -1. So there's no condition on that. Wait, so we have the condition for completion. Is this, and then because that will be the same as this. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So we can also move this here instead. And remove this. So that will be the same. Yeah, it almost seems too good to pass up this chance of reusing the system, since it can already do everything. The only thing it can't do is the timing stuff. At least not easily. How would I write a timer in this? Let's see. Throw timer. Guess like this. No, that wouldn't work because it doesn't increase it. So yeah, we don't have access to the delta time in the task system. Causes the problem. Could use the current world time. I think I have multiple timers for that. Time scale, clock scale, pause timer. What is the pause timer for? What the fuck? Pause timer. What is that? Pause timer. That's something different. Pause timer. Oh. Okay. I hate this. Okay. I see. Yeah, I don't I don't like this at all. Yeah, what it does is basically it's a special thing that leads to hit stun, basically, or rather it's an effect where time slows down briefly when you get hit, and that's the timer for that. Yeah, okay. Never mind that. We have the timestamp and the clock. The clock is delta time. So I guess we could... That's an issue, though. Yeah. This here. Yeah, I'm not sure what to think of that. So right now, these conditions that you can write in the quest system here, usually they're pretty simple stuff. Like just checking whether a thing has a property. But because, you know, it's not very important that a quest changes state immediately as soon as possible. It can wait a bit, like probably even up to a second, and it wouldn't really matter too much to the player. But if we're gonna put timing information in there, we definitely want to make sure that we have these conditions triggered a lot more often. It does kind of suck that they're not conditions that are reactive, but rather you know, they're not triggered by the state changing, but rather they have to check whether the state has changed, which makes them like easier to implement, but also more costly potentially. Yeah, it should be fine. It's whatever. Okay, so how would I do this again? I would have to do start time. When is the initialization is done? Kind of annoying. I think we can probably... It's the wrong quest file. Right, so like this, we would do a timer. So if we wanted to change this to be something like this. Let's play 2 seconds afterwards. We do the interaction. So we'd have to stop this dash 3. probably do it like this. Though the system would also most likely be too stupid to do that. Maybe. Nah, should be doable. Okay. That would work. Right. Also should be like this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make use of the quest system after all. And just have something like this where it makes it easier to write. And I think actually this is extremely similar to the quest sequence system that I wrote. Just 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks? 4? I don't remember. A while ago. Let me see if it can transform it or make use of that in some way. So here we have the sequence stuff. Yeah, this is pretty much the same stuff, isn't it? Yeah. This is pretty much the same stuff. Okay, I'm just trying to think about how to mold this into doing what I need it to do. So, hold on. How would I rewrite this into the quest sequence stuff? Let's go to his something else, I think. Yeah, that's for the player. Okay, so that would need a new clause. I love the indentation here, by the way. It's fantastic. Fucking stellar job. Emacs, thank you. Really?
Great job.
Don't do it. Also, I want to listen to some different music. Octopath is good, but what else can we listen to? Oh. This is terrible. Again, like I scroll through this and 90% of it is going to get me copyright claimed. In fact, I don't even know if the Octopath Traveler soundtrack is safe. Might not be. Yeah. Oh, only half an hour left too. Jeez. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, so... This would be something like go to... Go... Okay, it could look something like this. So we just have a new statement that's an eval, which just evaluates a block of code unconditionally and immediately moves on to next. And we have a new one that is for checking whether something else other than the player is nearby. Once it does that, it again evaluates some arbitrary code. Then we have a new statement to wait for a certain amount of time. And then that part is already in there. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's add those things in there. Eval. Okay, so that's that. Should be enough for that. Nearby. That should be... on complete. Okay, and the weight. Also, I think masks have visible peak. So what did we have? Condition. And that should be all we need, I believe. Okay. So now, if I plop this in here. That's the expansion. I hate that this is not edible. How do I do macro step? It's not really helpful either. Oh my god, please. Okay, and that's what we have. Right, so on activation, it just goes on to this, which immediately completes, but it also triggers this action here, which does not quite do the right thing. Why does that not do the right thing? That's weird. Oh, right. It's because this is... Won't work. It has to be like this. Yes. Oh, now it looks like this. It's good. Okay. On completion, it gets the next one, which has a condition that Catherine is near screen dash complete. Once it is complete, it executes the action and the next task. The action just makes Catherine stop. Next task on activation triggers its own action, which sets the timer variable to the current clock. And then once the difference between the clock and the timer is greater than 2 seconds have passed and it completes. And on activation, on completion, it goes to the next one. Next one checks whether the interaction has been completed. On activation, it activates the interaction, and the interaction immediately triggers. Say, whoa! And then we're done. All right. That seems to do what we needed to do for the cutscene. It's definitely a lot more heavyweight, because we create a lot of like intermediary tasks that don't really make any sense. But in terms of programming effort, this is definitely the best way to go. Also want to make sure that the eval is not visible. Yeah, especially this eval stuff here, having to construct a task that is only there to call an action, which is only there to call a function, is kind of terrible. But I don't really know what else to do about it. Making it possible to inject other stuff in there would lead to a whole mess otherwise. Same for the wait. Since we're only there to wait. Kind of dumb. Okay, well, we got a cutscene system. For free, basically. That's pretty cool. Like the effort involved in writing this compared to this is not even like significant enough to bother writing another macro to do that stuff. So I think we can just use the sequence stuff for this. Okay. I'm probably gonna need to like add some more functions and things to make control of camera easier and all of that fun stuff. But yeah, especially the move stuff. I don't think there's... Yeah, that function doesn't exist. Do we have a function? No. Okay. Well, let's add that. Move. Units. Sure. Set path movable. What did we have? We had walk, jump. The call drop? It was call drop. Don't we have a stop moving or something? Stop following. Alright, okay. So that's the support stuff in there too. So now this should actually just work verbatim as soon as like this is defined. Nice. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with this. Didn't think I'd actually get that done today. Pretty good. Let me commit that stuff. Ah, fuck. Yes. Add move function. I should probably also document that stuff. I'll do that afterwards. Or let me do that now. Docs, quest system, or is that in dialog system? Yes, it is in here.
You're
Stop
doing
it.
a great job. A great
Stop it.
job.
You're the worst. Oh, that's what I forgot. I knew I was forgetting something. Move to define. Wait. What was it? It was a thing. Define unit resolver methods. Don't know know if this works with... Well, we'll find out now. Move. It doesn't. Of course it doesn't, motherfucker. Okay, right. What else did I add? That was it, I think. Check. And the interaction thing. I don't really need that though. Or I don't think I need to document that specifically. Okay. New things or eval. Okay. I'm guessing I'm gonna need to like add some more shorthand stuff at a later point once we have more involved cutscenes and things. Alright, instead of this, I also need to make it like do that to make sure the player doesn't move. That was one part that was missing. Kind of a pain in the ass, actually. What else do we have? Probably call that stop instead of not. Okay. All right. Well, first stream pretty much a success by my account. Yeah, I have another stream scheduled right now after this. I need to do some art. So I'm gonna go on a quick break, and then we're gonna continue with art stuff. See you then. Also, don't forget, these list streams are gonna be happening every Sunday now, same time. So, yeah, hope to see you on other times as well. Also, please, in the chat, if I ever don't explain things well enough, do let me know, because I definitely have a tendency to both go too fast and to omit details of what I'm thinking about. And I'm trying to get better about that, but there's only so much that I can notice myself, so please do tell me. But yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes.